we ready? There we go. Alright guys, it's me again. Hello. Alright, so this is a game that I've grinded a shit ton and I currently hold the world record of. And yeah, it's called No Time to Explain Remastered. And I think we're just gonna get right into it, and I'll try to explain, although we don't really have time for it, pun intended, I will try to explain the story of it. So yeah, on my count, 3, 2, 1, go. There's quite a lot of cutscenes in this game that we will be skipping, because obviously it saves times, and you just press escape to skip cutscenes. In this game, you get to meet your future self, who travels back in time to save you. He doesn't have time to explain what is going on, but he gets grabbed by that crap you can see over there to the right of the screen, and he drops his laser gun, which we will use to propel ourselves forwards by the recoil. Yeah, it's really fast-paced, so it's kind of hard sometimes to see what's going on. And speedrunning this is just all about optimized movement and quick boss kills. So here's the first boss, which is a giant spaceship. We will have to shoot the thrusters and avoid the laser. It's quite easy to avoid the laser since we just stand on the side. And he also sends out some missiles that we have to avoid getting hit by. So yeah, that's the ship, and now we just need to wait for the crab to come up. The one that grabbed ourselves in the future. It's quite easy this fight, because you can just stand on top of him like this and keep on shooting. Really easy. Right at the end of the fight, when he dies, we will exit out to the level menu, select level, because we skip a huge cutscene that you can't skip by pressing escape, and go into the next level right away, just like that. So here we get a new feature. What am I doing? These blocks that you can destroy with the laser, and now he is, instead of a crab, he is grabbed by a shark. For some reason, I don't know.
What did I do to
use the blocks to stand on to avoid the spikes, and into the portal.
My lawyer's gonna hear about
So yeah, it's just about optimized movement.
Why didn't I go into interior design? What did
This
I
is
do
a
to
little bit hard, this
deserve
level,
it?
to avoid the spikes in. There we go, third try, that's okay.
What kind of monster is
Here
this
we
thing?
just, instead of going under, we go over. So there's a lot of hats in this game that you can collect, which you obviously have to do for 100%. But this is any percent, and my mouse just got stuck. Mouse, please. Mouse, what the fuck? Okay, there we go. That was weird. Okay, so in that level, before that, we actually supposed to get hit by a car, and this guy with the shotgun comes out and takes our place. He works with a little more aggressive recoil, where it's just like one click and the shotgun, and we get shot through the air. But by skipping the car animation, we save a lot of time. Again, go out of bounds, and we just missed the portal. That shit happens. I swear to God, I'm good at this game. So this is the only place where I can actually go completely out of bounds like this, and that is not intentional.
This is extremely unlikely.
These can be quite hard to hit, those holes, especially that last one.
Who's gonna want my back?
And for some reason we are back to our laser guy.
At least I'm not allergic to seafood.
Okay, that was a really bad jump. Just gonna do it the slow way then. have some water movement. You can't drown, so we can just stay underwater for as long as we want to, which is obviously not very long since it is a speedrun.
At least I'm not allergic to seafood. Oh, and yes, I am.
And yeah, the commentary of the characters are quite funny. Some people find it annoying really quickly, but I like it.
How long have I been waiting for? This doesn't even make any sense.
Oh god, this is going terrible.
I must eat my way out. Oh god, my teeth.
And here we have the second boss, the Shocktopus. Here we try to manipulate the movement of the shark to just go straight up, because that makes it way easier to hit. And here on the second phase we have the actual Shocktopus, and we have a safe spot here on the edge of the middle boat, which is really awesome. So here you can actually skip out of the this animation here, but just flying up and letting the UFO suck you in is faster than exiting to the select levels. So this is the third world or whatever. We are in the ship now, and we get introduced to two new mechanics. The first one being these thruster beam or trampolines. Oh, really? Okay. And the second one being these beams, not this level, the next one. These beams here that draws you closer to the source, like this. And again, it's just all about optimized movement. Not really any skips right now. There is one skip at the... Oh my god, my mouse again. Really? Thank you. No idea why that's happening. Alright. What I was saying is there's some skips, this one as well, where you can skip some of the trampolines. I did not do that there. Backup strategy. There we go. This is a level that a lot of people have trouble with first time playing through, just because the beams have somewhat unpredictable movement. And here is the skip that I was talking about coming up. I am not sure if I can get it, but let's see if we can. Yeah, we get it. I actually found that skip alongside another runner who's just started running this game at the same time as me, called Micromoy. Shout out to him. We found the same skip, that skip, independently of each other. It was kind of insane. Okay, so this boss is a lot about RNG. The debris falling down, you have to stand on it to get the maximum amount of damage in. And where it falls is completely random. So it... Ah, fuck. Okay, so you can't two-cycle it, and I just got hit there. I didn't think that was gonna hit me. Oh, that sucks. But this is just gonna be three-cycle instead. Oh, really? Okay, I'm getting really unlucky. Okay, let's go. That placement is better anyway. There we go. And again, go out to the level select. And into this. Here we have a cutscene we can't skip. Just short run.
What the hell is this? You better explain where all this is going. And who's this guy?
Our character is still not sure what's going on. So this is an auto-scorer where you can not really save that much time. It's possible to save around 5 seconds if you try to optimize your shooting of the dinosaurs. Dinosaur planes. Like, for example, moving over here, getting instant damage onto them. Another just small auto-scroller. Can't really do anything about these planes. Here comes the Triceratops on wheels. Another thing you can try and optimize by getting as much damage in as possible. I was a little bit sloppy. You can get him almost as soon as he doesn't. As soon as he tries to move back, you can usually kill him there. Alright, final wave before the boss. I just missed some damage there, that doesn't matter. So this is Raptor Jesus. That has two faces. The first is running around here. The second one, where he is actually like this. There's a small trick where you can get damage in on him right away while he is transcending. And again, just cutting his cutscene short by exiting. Now we have the underground world. Shooting there to avoid a small stun where you, if you fall from too high of a height in this game, you kind of lay on the ground a little bit. So yeah, in this world we get introduced to another mechanic, which is the fire. It will only be used in this world. And when you're on fire, you can obviously set fire to wood, which you use to advance. And water extinguishes the fire. If you're on fire too long, you will die. So, and yeah, these spikes that swap sides, you get introduced to those as well. Again, just trying to find the good cycles. Optimized movement. Here you need to extinguish the fire, because you can't make it past this. Ah, so close. Okay, this is going well. Not at all. There we go. Okay, that was really bad. Here we just skip this entire thing. You're supposed to just light it at the far left and just make it to the right before it actually burns. So here we did a small damage boost, I guess you can call it, where you have a few invincibility frames after you get hit by the spikes, and I use those to pass through the fire to not get lit on fire. It is possible to pass that level without doing that and just being on fire the entire time, and it might be like a second faster, but it's really not reliable at all. So here we have the boss of this world, the Sonic Mole, I call him. Really simple. A lot of people struggle with it on the first playthrough, but you can really, it's just the same pattern every time, so it's really good for speedrunning. Right there I manipulated him to come up from the bottom of the screen, because otherwise he would do his rock throw attack, which you will see in a second, because you can't skip that one or manipulate him the second time. But yeah, really simple fight, just avoid his roll attack and deal damage. Here's the boulder throw attack that I was talking about. It takes way more time than the underground thing that he did before. And at the end of the second phase, or two phases, just battle him with the laser. Stand as close to him as possible. And again, exit the level to skip a cutscene. That cutscene is insanely long, so it's really nice that you can skip that. It saves like maybe 30 seconds to a minute. Alright, Straight Jacket Darkness is this world. New mechanic again, where you get slingshot from where you click here and then get slingshot towards wherever you click, and just try to avoid the walls with the electricity on. There is one level in this that is really tricky, so I might have to do that a few times, but we'll see. First try would obviously be optimal. This one, yeah. Not first try. Okay, third try, that's pretty good. Quite happy with that. And this blue net that you see, you can't click on that, so you have to click around it. But for some reason you can still just click on the walls, so it doesn't really matter that much for most of this. So close. Okay, come on. Okay, just take it to the safe route. There we go. And the last level. Here we just watched the entire cutscene because it's faster. Exit out of that. And you can't actually exit out of the previous one I was talking about before the actual cutscene. So we have to watch it. It's quite a shame that we have to skip all of these cutscenes because some of them are really great. Yet another world, another mechanic. Here we eat cake, get fat, roll through blue boxes. It's quite self-explanatory, this mechanic, I guess. Also, if you fall from a high height, you'll do like that. Smash through them as well. And you're quite slow when you walk, when you're fat. Makes sense, so we try to use the laser as much as possible. And... oh, that was a close one. Barely got that. That's a small skip you can do there. Here I jump over the cake to start with, just to get some more momentum the other way. Fly all the way over here. Here you have to use the invincibility frames you get from going from large to small. You do a small skip like here, and just fall straight into the goal. And I have no idea what the... okay, that works as well. That's usually not how I do that level, but that works. And here we just do a really simple, easy skip there. This boss can be a little bit tricky, but usually isn't. We have to hit that yellow button when we are fat, like that, and then just deal damage to his weak spot up here. So yeah, that big cutscene I was talking about earlier, that we skipped, the 30-second to a minute long one, we get to meet this guy that we are fighting right now, which is our evil self, our evil clone. And he's gonna be our main antagonist for the rest of the game. We're gonna meet him a few times. And that's that fight. Pretty simple once you know how to do it fast. Another cutscene, and now we are inside of ourselves. Because we have to, like our evil clone is trying to give ourselves diabetes. So yeah, we're gonna be in ourselves and try and cure it before it happens. And yet another mechanic, this acid, stomach acid, almost same look as if we were on fire, but it gives us a damage boost when we hit it. So here we're gonna try and do the fast strat, not fastest, but got the bag up, so that's good. That's a little bit hard to hit that one. And also these, whatever these cubes are, turn into spikes when you hit them with the laser. We're just gonna try and do a two jump. This one can be a little bit tricky as well. Oh, that was perfect. Damn, I don't think I've ever gotten it that well. That was pretty good. This is one of my least favorite levels because you have to be really careful with your laser because you can't shoot it for too long, otherwise the white cubes will turn into spikes. Okay, that worked out really well, and this is definitely one of my least favorites as well. It's because it's really tricky. Okay, we got first try. That's nice. Here we have the boss of this world. Just gonna try and get as much damage on him as possible. We can jump on his shield. Nice. A good fight of this guy is to cycle him. So we can get that. I'm not gonna get that now, I don't think. Okay, we got it. Probably. It's a little too close there. We can dance as well. That's a nice feature in this game. Come on. Ah, that's too cycle. 2.5, I think. Yeah, 2.5. That's okay. Alright, so here we are in the art world, and another feature where whatever we shoot at will reveal the walls. Obviously I know all of these levels almost from the head, so I don't really need to shoot anywhere to look at how it is, except for a single level, because that one is a really tight space that you have to enter. No pun intended, or something. Whatever. Okay, I don't know why I did that there, because I don't really need that. When you stop at these characters, they all say something about how video games are art. Obviously we don't have time to read that. But it's quite funny, if you ever want to play this yourself. And I recommend you do, it's quite a fun game. Oh, shit. There we go. So this will be the level where I have to shoot a little bit to look, because that space right there is really tricky to find without the black. Here we have the cubes again, where you hit them and they turn to spikes. Last level of this world. There is no boss in this world for some reason. Except there is. Ooh. Well, this is a cutscene we can't skip. Unfortunately. Corporations are the real end boss. Well, not at the end yet, don't worry. Like us on Facebook. Cutscene and yet another mechanic. This works opposite of the straight jacket world, where you slingshot, you pull back and then you slingshot that way. This is definitely the hardest mechanic to learn, in my opinion, and the hardest levels, especially the last one. Come on. Okay, this is not going well. There we go. Especially because there are so many spikes that you have to avoid. We got the hat. Oh, what? Okay, what? Okay, I'll take that. That was a weird respawn there. So you're supposed to actually just jump from wall to wall, but we don't have time for that. Here's the last level of this world, which is really hard. And if you fuck up, you have to start right from the beginning. And I first tried it. Yes. This is my very least favorite level. It's an auto-scroller, but it's completely RNG. So it can really save or lose a lot of time, depending on how good luck you get. We want to have as many of these bombs spawn as possible, because that is what deals damage to the boss.
Why does everyone want to
but all of the platforms and the bombs are RNG, and sometimes the double jump that you can do with the laser in this level is also RNG, whether it wants to work or not.
Kick some dogs around.
So, yeah. But we're getting really good RNG here.
I'm gonna hang your skull on my wall. No,
also, these platforms that lets you get up to the upper level are RNG, whether they want to spawn. Oh god, that was a really perfect boss fight. Or fight here. Yeah, we just let him fall down. You can exit, and for a long time we used to do that, but it's faster to just let him fall down. So now we get two guns. So we have the laser and the shotgun. Left click to fire the laser, right click to fire the shotgun. And that can really get us to some weird places. But obviously this level was designed with that in mind, so it's just like another feature. Or another level, another feature. Here we have to go really far. You can overshoot it, but doesn't matter. It's just an invisible wall at the end there. Not much to say about these levels. Oh, what? Oh, what? I got it! Wait, what? Okay, I've never had that happen before. I died, but I got the portal. That's a first. It's always nice to find new glitches in the game. This is probably my least favorite level of this world. Quite tricky. Right, so this is the last level before the final boss. Again, using the laser a little bit there to avoid the fall damage. And final boss time. This boss is quite a bit of RNG in terms of his movement. In the beginning here, we want him not to jump up there, so we reset. Otherwise, the fight will just drag on. Okay, he did it again. And trust me, it is faster to just reset. Okay, there we go. That's what we want him to do. Because then we can get a lot of damage in on him. Yeah, okay, good. There we go, nice. So there's three phases to this boss. All of them ending with him jumping into the portal, and time will end on the third portal. I will tell you. Come on. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Come on, get into the portal. Jesus Christ. Again, like, total RNG in terms of his movement. What is he doing? Is he on fire, or... Okay, we got him. That was weird. I've never had that happen before either. Interesting. So yeah, this is the third phase. Third place, whatever. And time would be when he jumps into the portal and the last cutscene starts. Okay, so this is how you're usually supposed to get him on fire. Just laser battle him. If the distance is great enough, you will always win. Get ready on time. And time. So yeah, that was No Time to Explain. Remastered. I'm just gonna watch this final cutscene because it's quite funny. Trust me. 27:08. That's pretty good. That's like a minute lower than my PB, or my world record, so that's okay. Yeah, we visit a lot of the worlds we've already visited.
Quick, shoot the bad one. This is impossible. Which one is which?
And yeah, I don't know how we can't tell which one is which. I'm just gonna watch this cutscene because I know we are quite ahead of schedule.
Hey! I am you from the future.
Oh, karma. And now the best ending to a video game ever.
Video game!
Alright, there we have it. Now just a little bit of credits where Tiny Builds put up some ads for themselves. This was Tiny Build's first game. Pretty good for a first game in my opinion. Alright, and that's No Time to Explain for you. Which game is up next? I'm not even sure. But make sure to stick around for that. And I will end the stream now. So, Matt, mute it. And bye.